In the American West, beyond the red cliffs and endless pine forests, there was a wide valley where the wind never seemed to rest. During the day, the sun painted the rocks like fire. At night, the valley filled with the sounds of crickets, rustling trees, and a distant river flowing through the dark. In that valley lived an old wolf named Elder. Long ago, he had been the leader of the pack. He was the fastest, the bravest, and the wisest wolf in the forest. But time changes everything. His steps had become slower. White fur had appeared around his eyes, and the young wolves no longer saw him as a leader. They saw him as a burden. A proud young wolf named Rex mocked him more than anyone else. "Old memories don't catch prey," Rex would say with a laugh. The other wolves laughed with him. Elder never argued. He simply remained silent. Every evening, when the sun disappeared behind the red cliffs, Elder climbed to the highest edge of the valley. He would sit there for hours, listening to the wind and breathing in the scent of the forest. One day, a small fox asked him, "Why do you come here every single evening?" Elder smiled gently, "Because the forest speaks through the wind before it speaks through fire." The fox did not understand. A few days later, the pack decided to hunt a large herd of deer beyond the canyon. Rex stood proudly and said, "We don't need an old wolf slowing us down." The entire pack followed him. Elder watched them leave. Then he lifted his nose into the air. A faint smell of smoke drifted through the valley. So faint that no one else noticed it, but Elder did. That night, lightning struck the dry hills beyond the forest. The grass caught fire instantly. Strong winds pushed the flames across the valley with terrifying speed. Within minutes, the tops of the pine trees were burning. The sky turned orange. Rex and the pack became trapped between a wall of fire and a deep canyon. Smoke filled the air. Breathing became difficult. For the first time in his life, Rex felt fear. "What do we do now?" he asked. No one had an answer. Then, through the roar of the fire, a long wolf howl echoed across the valley. Once, then again, then a third time. Rex lifted his head. "Elder!" On the far side of the smoke stood the old wolf. He was calling them toward a narrow path hidden between the rocks, a path known only to the oldest hunters of the valley. The pack ran toward the hidden trail. But suddenly, a young wolf slipped and fell. His paw became trapped between two rocks. The flames were moving closer. Everyone stopped. No one knew what to do. Then Elder turned around and ran back toward the fire. Rex shouted, "Don't go!" But Elder did not stop. He pushed through the burning bushes, ignoring the heat and smoke. He reached the trapped wolf and forced the rocks apart with all his strength. The young wolf was free. Elder lowered himself. "Climb on my back!" The frightened pup climbed onto him. Elder carried him through the smoke while sparks burned his fur and ash covered his face. When he finally reached the trail, he could barely stand. By sunrise, the entire pack had reached the river safely. Behind them, the forest still burned in the distance. Rex stood silently, staring at Elder. For the first time, he truly saw him. Tired, burned, exhausted, but calm. Rex lowered his head. "We treated you like you were weak, and you saved all of us." Elder looked toward the flowing river and spoke softly. "Strength is not about running the fastest. Strength is about turning back when everyone else keeps running." After that day, no wolf left Elder alone. Each evening, the young wolves sat beside him on the cliffs. They learned how to read the wind, how to hear danger before it arrived, and how to protect the weakest member of the pack. Months later, when Rex became the new leader, he carved a message into the stone at the entrance of the valley. Experience sees danger before pride can. People often mistake silence for weakness. They mistake age for uselessness. But those who have survived many storms can see what others cannot. A true leader is not the one who runs ahead. A true leader is the one who turns back for those left behind. And sometimes, the one everyone stops visiting becomes the one who saves them all.